Yeah.
They're all very, very encouraging, which is great. It feels nice that people are excited about this, or at the very least, like show support. But really, what I need is feedback, is critical feedback.
Yeah. I mean, do you want my critical feedback?
Let's
I'll
do
be
it.
honest.
Let's do it right now.
So like, I'm gonna give you some praise first, because from episode one
let's
to
do
two,
it in sandwiches. This is how managers do it. They give you good news, and then they sandwich the bad news, and then they end with good news.
I can do that.
Yeah. It's a very effective tactic.
Good news first. I mean, it looks like you're putting a lot of effort into it, and I think naturally, like just over time, it's just gonna get better and better.
Yeah.
Like with the whole fucking lighting shit, and like you're saying like this is the best looking one so far. I mean, obviously you're making progress, but like, I mean, this is just me too also, but you're like straight up raw dogging this shit.
Yeah,
like you don't got no notes or nothing. And for me, like, that's like, in my perspective, that's retarded, you know? Because it's like, I feel like you don't always need it. You could just be talking shit with the bros and stuff like that too, right?
Yeah.
But I think to get into like really interesting topics, like, I guess steering it too hard is kind of bad too, right?
Yeah.
But there's like, you could just have a list of like 5 things where you're like, yo, we want to talk about femboys today, dude, you know? But yeah, like I could tell at certain points, especially in the podcast with Danny, it was like jumping between like different, you know, subjects like rapidly. And I was like, what's the theme here? Like, what are we talking about? And I guess it is just talking shit, right? So it's like, whatever, but
yeah,
that's what I noticed. But just like the,
so well, hold on. We jump between too many like topics in a short amount of time. That is something that I've come to realize happens. Because what I try to do also when I post it on YouTube, Spotify, wherever, I put timestamps. That way, if like whatever isn't interesting right now, just fucking just move on.
That's
See
true.
something that, okay, this looks like a
like, yo, they're talking about femboys right now. Dude. I would skip 10 minutes ahead,
exactly,
dude.
Yeah. So I try to do that, but as I do each chapter, I realize that some chapters are like a minute and a half long, and that probably doesn't
constitute as a chapter. It's more like we were talking about this, and I brought up this other subject that relates to this, and then now we're on another one.
Yeah, I feel like I need to set up standards. Like for the chapters, each chapter should be at least, 7 minutes long?
You're going to make standards? You're going to take work home or what?
I think so.
You're going to make like an entire sheet of standards for like what your chapters are going to be and how long they can be and what your subjects can be about. And you're going to be like, okay, I need to dedicate like 30 minutes of each podcast to like politics, and then like an hour to just talking about dicks or whatever, you know? That's good. I think that's badass. I think so. I think because then it, you know, you'll be able to see. I don't know if like YouTube does that, but I know when I watch videos, there's a section where it's like you can see like what sections are most replayed.
Yeah.
And you can see like, I don't know if it's viewership or just like when people kind of scroll back to listen to something again, but you can kind of see that stuff. So I think like actually identifying like what goes on in those periods, and then like going back to it, like, oh, people really like when I talk about dicks.
Yeah.
Then you could like improve upon that. You know what I'm saying?
People love it when I talk about dick.
I love talking about dicks, man.
Well, if we're going to talk about dicks, today would be the day, because Joe Exotic is a very exotic fellow.
And I'm an Amish retard. Nah, but I do think like, dude, from Danny to Phil, like just the increase in quality was crazy, bro.
Really?
Really. Like, I don't want to shit on you too bad, but the editing in the first one was fucking dog shit. Very quickly improved when you went to Phil.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, yo, this is like, one was still really entertaining for me. One, because it's like you and Danny.
Yeah.
And then the second one, I was like, dude, G's on this shit, bro. He's dedicated to this shit right now, dude.